Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are probably in our last episode in Act 2 of Merciless. Currently looking for the way into the riverways. Have a chat with Mr. Oak. Convince him to teach me the mysterious ways of obtaining another endurance charge. And after that we're gonna go hunt for the Vaal Oversoul. So I'm probably gonna cover quite some distance this episode. And there is the Golden Horde, who is actually capable of doing some damage. Also seem to be cursed. Let's fix that. Ooh, Acteo Perandus, Master of Beasts, who is casting Wither and Essence Drain at me. That explains a thing or two. Luckily, I actually have an amethyst flask with me. Also, holding shift while he has run away does not really help me, and I'm hitting the floor where he is not. Good thing is we defeated him, and he is yet another guy that we checked off the list. Because in the end, Perandus uniques are like Pokemon, you gotta kill them all. Wait, I think Pokemon was slightly different, didn't it? So, hello there, chickens. So I made a couple of small tweaks to the lineup. One of them is that I took the silver flask out, because while the consecrated ground is useful, the damage bonus wasn't quite it, and I wasn't quite happy with the bonus to armor on it as well. Well, it's nice, but it didn't provide enough utility, so I figured let's get an amethyst flask and get a curse removal on it, because I don't have curse removal yet. And this way we also have a source of obtaining something of chaos resistance, because our chaos resistance is a bit low. Also, of course it's all maxed due to the endurance charges. See, we're now up to 59% rather than 47, and we actually maxed our fire resist. That's because with the quest where we open up the way back to Act 1, we got a free skill, and I assigned it to the dual socket, and I had this rare lying about. Some mana regen, always good, a chaos resistance and some fire and lightning resistance, both of which I had resistance holes for. So, strictly speaking, diamond skin is better, because it boosts all three of the elemental resistances, but in this case the fire is now maxed. Lightning, those 3 points don't really make a big difference, and the chaos resistance is hard to get, so it's very nice to get it from here. Also, I think we found the edge of the encampment. Let's see if we can get in. Help Oak get an endurance charge. Sweet. So now we are up to 7 endurance charges. That means more physical damage mitigation, more elemental resistances, more damage bonus. So more tankiness. Also it means more life regen, because we have passive for that as well. And there's the waypoint, so that means we have reached our destination. 3 routes, yeah. There's no need to go back to empty our pockets yet, so we can probably stretch that to the next waypoint. So let's see. Ooh, immortality aura doesn't really help him. These guys are relatively tanky. That's a bit of a dead end. Wondering if with all the things being half in ruins and partially collapsed, whether it's actually safe to use an earthquake in here. That would be, I don't know, pretty realistic I suppose, that using earthquakes in shaky indoor areas like this would have some issues with collapsing walls and just weak parts in the level, causing partial cave-ins, rocks falling on your head, things like that. On the other hand, it's just a game. You don't always need to simulate things with a very high degree of realism. As long as the simulation is just fun to play. But it always does make you wonder. Let's see. Just basically going in a random direction. Never really figured out a pattern for this part of the level. It's always I'm looking for doors that are collapsed, like holes in the wall. I tend to interpret that as a signal of where to go. Other than that, I just wander about aimlessly. Eventually you find what I'm looking for. Also, you are not the source of immortality. You are. And then we take out the yellow. Yeah, like this. There's a partially collapsed wall that's turned into a door. Might be a sign we're heading the right way. Ooh, chromatic. But actually it's just leading me back to where I came from. So let's actually head this way. Assume we had come from there. This would be where we ended up now. It's also terrific that we got snakes here. They're easy to kill, but they're one of the few enemies that can actually deal significant damage to me because of the very, very, very low chaos resistance. The negative chaos resistance that is. Doomed hibernators. Oh. A 4-link plus 2-link citadel bow. If I were actively playing an archer, I would probably be pretty ecstatic with that. Assuming citadel, that's level 58, that's not quite bad for this level. Oh, we can't jump over there, I think. Always get happy from 6 socketed items because it means currency. Okay, over here this is relatively centered. Yeah. Ooh, coins, 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 coins. Oh, I gotta earn back the 1,000 something coins I spent on a interesting looking unique that I didn't actually have build plans for. Just in case I encounter other uniques that look interesting that I don't have build plans for, or maybe that I do have build plans for. It's that possibility that keeps things fun. Yay, we found the ancient seal. There's a giant bowling ball.
Ancestors, forgive me. I have opened the way to Kitava.
I have opened the way to Kitava, father of corruption. Was a substantially extra damage dealing snake. That was in a hurry. Also, Devourer, you're in a hurry to get back underground, aren't you? Ghost. Oh, wow. That's gonna be interesting. Alchemist grip. Boom. That worked.
cannot.
Yes, I did drink a granite flask there just to armor up a bit. Let's see, bone chopper. Can we make space? Yes, we can make space. So I'm pretty close to the waypoint. Usually somewhere around here at the water's edge. And then we can sell stuff. And then keep going. Vaal Oversoul must go down. And I'd rather not spend too much time in town here with all the grumpy townsfolk complaining about darkness and the need to get candles out and they don't have any sense of atmosphere. They just don't appreciate it. And I think this is all just rubbish.
Exiles.
Let's see. Put that one in here, and then the sorting bin. I took some items out, but I didn't actually finish sorting. Okay, we'll go back. Northern Forest. Interesting bit is that I don't actually have a quest that's directly tied to this because I refuse to listen to the complaining of the villagers. If I would talk to the people in town, I would actually get a quest, but eh. Let's run around these for trees. And we're in the way of jumping. Also orange. Why are you orange? Soul conduit. Okay, we can deal with that. As long as you're not gonna explode in my face, I don't really mind what you do. The volatiles that scare me a bit. Blessing of elements. Okay. He's being very well distracted by the golem, which is a good thing. I really like the Stone Golem. I think it's really it's a good option for any kind of build, for both offensive and defensive builds. I mean, I'm basically playing a pretty heavy tank, both in terms of how much damage I can do and in terms of just how much damage I can absorb. But the Stone Golem, it just adds by having yet another body that actively pulls damage towards it, so I don't have to tank it. And because it's linked to my cast on damage taken setup, it's guaranteed to be there when I need it. Okay, we are on our way to the Cyan Life Wheel, which is hidden below here. So, let's actually hide it. Okay, so, Fortify, we can boost that. Earthquake, we can boost that. Vengeance, melee physical, Enduring Cry. So, there's a couple of things linked to my cast on damage taken setup that I'm keeping an eye on for just keeping them at that current level. Because the cast from damage taken setup, it starts to require, I mean, currently we need to take 1635 points of damage, which is more than half of what I got. And I'd like to keep it to about half, so I feel like I should increase my life pool first and then allow the gem to level up further, just so I will keep the utility of the setup, to keep it as an emergency thing, so to say. Maybe if at some point it will prove to be untenable with the golem just being too weak for the area, but we'll deal with that if it becomes a problem. For now I think it's pretty tanky, and it comes back often enough. Most of the time before it's dead. Ooh, I dodged it without actually meaning to. Unintentional dodge convert. Onion of Souls. Warlord's Mark, that's also good. More range means more enemies affected. And a ghost. Okay, go possess someone. Yeah. Ghosts these days, they're just not into possession anymore. And there is a rare. Worked out pretty well. Boom, boom, boom. And we're just hopping about, slamming our hammer into the floor. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. Let's go through the door here. Oh, never actually found a door in here, I think. Well, door. You know what I mean. Something that looks like a door, feels like a door, tastes like a door. Not quite sure how far I can push the metaphor of a door. Another blessing of elements, but no volatile flame or frostbloods. Also, there was something up there, but there's no clear path to it just yet. Chances are we're gonna curve around, I think. Yeah. Well, that works. Tag the waypoint and we move on. Now we're looking for the pyramid itself. What are you? A soul eater? Sure. That's just gonna make you bigger. Oh, let's put up a smash totem. Boom. We killed a rare death bishop. As I keep saying, I like the achievements that you just casually accumulate this way by just playing the game. And there will be some that you miss, especially if you skip the quote-unquote optional areas like I tend to do. You're bound to miss a couple of enemies. Ooh, Vaal touch. It's gonna be fun. A stack of poison. And you don't really see poison a lot. So for now I'm not actually focusing on poison removal all that strongly. Instead preferring, for example, like a curse removal. Bleeding removal, of course, is always a mandatory one, because there's so many things that inflict bleeding. Bleeding. Got burning, because it happened to roll on it. Curses, freezing, because it works very well with movement. And then just a bonus to armor, because that is a natural fit with granite. Oh, rockbreaker. And another golden horde. And we got them. Ooh, chromatic. Right, let's see. We came from that way, that means we need to head up. Most of the time you cross over diagonally. Not to be confused with Diagon Alley. These guys hurt. That's what you get if you don't have your fortify and endurance charges up. Things hurt quite a bit. That's probably the biggest weakness of this build. The very big difference between how tanky you are when you are powered up and when you are not powered up. So it actually is a rather good idea to do things like something like what is it? Enduring Cry, where you charge into battle. Especially if you charge into a large pack. Also, don't get stuck in things. It's the major annoyance of a leap slam. If you slam in, just do a shout and then start attacking before they have a chance to attack you back. It might help keep you alive. Also wondering whether I maybe should link Fortify to my jump skill. To the leap attack. That way if you jump into something and you hit something, you at least guarantee that you are fortified when you enter. On the other hand, it does make regular travel more expensive as well. And Leap Splam is already more expensive than Earthquake, funny enough. My travel skill is more expensive than my main attack skill. Let's see. Stop regenerating. Oh, slowing. Fine. Oh wow. This was pretty lucky. Or luck. Yeah. So lightning resistances are a bit low but not powered up. That's the slight annoyance here. But no, once we get a couple of charges going, we are perfectly situated for a damage reduction. And of course we get an elemental damage reduction on top of everything once we are at our maximum. Hello there, Oversoul. It's been quite a while. So, actually rather happy with all the minions here. I think he teleported in and immediately started smashing. So, that hurts a bit. So that's a lot of frost. Yeah, not gonna fall for that, mister. Here, have a totem. See if we can get him. Yes, we got him! Haha! Ooh, superior demon's horn. That does not look familiar. What are you? Obliteration. That sounds epic. What's it do? Extra spell damage. It adds a bunch of physical damage. Increase crit chance. Gain 15% as a physical damage as extra chaos damage. That's pretty cool. Enemies you kill have a 20% chance to explode, dealing a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. So that's something close to an abyssal cry built in that triggers for every 1 in 5 kills. This is a pretty cool wand. So what would you use it with? You got Bladefall, you got ethereal knives, no the physical spells I'm assuming. Combine it with poison probably. You can do fun things with that. Cool. And then we got some random stuff. Let's actually call it. No, we're gonna walk to Sarn. Let's we cheer, we sell, we move on. So let's put things in the stash, sell things, and then we move on. 10 resist alls, not quite bad. So, you stack. Well,
going?
okay. Currency. Stack this, put this. Okay, and now we go back. It's rather easy to empty your pockets. And then we put more stuff in, and then the exit should be open. Okay. We walk over to Sarn, and then that's it. But given that there's always a fight,
It is good to feel your warmth again, Ramakor, Father of Light.
we will actually just do this while recording still. A little bit of bonus content. Hello there. A reflector that I don't really care about.
I give you to my ancestors.
I gave you to my ancestors. Yes, you can go meet them. Ooh, more things over there. Okay. Hello there, guardians. And a captain. Here, have done. Boom. Yeah. Hello there, Clarissa. How are you today?
I don't mean to sound.
Not feeling terribly well. Yeah, happens. You win some, you lose some. Okay. So nothing really eventful here, unfortunately. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Gonna head out, straight out of town again here, to set up a portal, make it easy to get into the slums later on. So, but first I'm gonna sell stuff. With that, I hope you enjoyed it. We have made it to Act 3. We are halfway through Merciless. Things are looking better and better. I mean, we're level 66, that's 2 levels away from the minimum level of the maps. At the end of the act we unlock the laboratory and then things are gonna get very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm getting excited. Let's see how far we can push this build. But for that, I'm gonna have to work on Act 3. So that's gonna be next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.